Here we have items from the book of accounts of an individual here. So we have the balance brought down from April, which is there's cash balance and there's bank balance. When we're talking about balance brought down, we're talking about the amount of money that was left from the previous month till now. So April was the last accounting month. Now it's May. So the amount balance carried down will become balance brought forward now. So that's how we got our balance brought down. So both cash balance and bank balance will be on the debit side of our cash book. So what I'm saying in essence is this. For May 1, it says balance brought down from April. So that's the amount left in April in the cash, that's cash at hand and cash at bank. So for bank, you're going to have 654 or 665. Can you see that? We have 65 for bank. And cash balance. Are you there, please?
Yeah.
Okay. So the cash balance for May 1, we're going to have 29 at cash.
Yeah.
654 at bank.
654.
65 at bank.
Oh, okay.
65 at bank.
Yeah, bank balance.
Yeah. Then trade receivables. When we talk about trade receivables, we're talking about our credit customers. So our credit customers are Schultz, Witter, and Bernard. That's our credit customers. We have 120, 280, and 40. So all these ones are going to be on the debit side of the cash book. Do you get it?
Yes.
So, but before we go further, we need to check what we have. It said these are the trade receivable accounts: 120, 280, 40. The trade payables accounts are for the credit suppliers. We have 60, 440, and 100. So for May 1, our balance brought down will be on the debit side. On the debit side, we're going to have the date, the details, the folio, the discounts, cash, bank. And on the credit side, we're going to have the same. So what will be on the debit side are those things we receive in terms of cash and maybe income on the debit side. Our expenses on the credit side. What we pay out will be on the credit side of our cash book. So what kind of discount will you put on the debit side of your cash book? You put the discount allowed. That means the discount you give to your credit customers will be on the debit side of your cash book. The discount you receive from your credit suppliers because you paid earlier will be on the credit side of your cash book. So we start. Cash balance is $29, which is cash. So you write balance brought down, May 1, balance brought down, cash $29, bank 65. I think that is clear. Great. Then we have our trade receivables account. We have Schultz, Witter, and Bernard. So before we start, we try to check Schultz. Schultz is paying us $120, right? So for the $120 Schultz is paying us, on May 2, they said Schultz pays us by check, having deducted 2.5% cash discount, which is 3 euros. Do you get what I'm saying here? 3 euros here.
Where
May 2nd.
Where is it? Oh, okay.
On May 2nd, Schultz paid us by check. For one, Schultz is only knows $120 on 120 euros, but he paid by check. We are giving Schultz discount because he paid earlier. A discount of 2.5%. The discount of 2.5% is 3 euros. So 3 euros, 120 euros that Schultz is owing us minus 3 euros will be 117 euros. So we will credit Schultz, will be taking 117 euros from Schultz. That is what it means because we have given Schultz a discount of 3 euros. So on the debit side of our cash book, we're going to have discount allowed for May 2nd for Schultz, 3 euros, and the amount Schultz paid, which is to the bank, which is bank payment, a check of 117.
Yes.
Is that clear? For Schultz, we're going to have discount allowed for 3 euros and 117 euros at the column for the bank, the debit side. Clear. Then we have again Rita. For Rita, we pay. Okay, let's go to Rita. We have on the 16th. Okay, before we go to the 16th, we have other withdrawals here. On May 11, we withdraw 100 cash from the bank for business use. I'm trying to solve the debit side of the cash book first. So here it said on May 11, we drew 100 euros cash from the bank for business use. That means we're taking money from the bank for business use. That's a contra entry. We call it contra because we're not taking money for office. We're not taking money to buy something. Here we are taking money for office use. So we call it contra entry. So it's going to be on the debit side at the same time on the credit side of our cash book. So on your debit side, you're going to write bank, May 11 bank, then contra. Why is it contra? Because it's going to be on both sides of the cash book. So you're going to have contra, then under cash for 100 euros. Then on the credit side, immediately we have to do that. May 11 cash, contra, under bank. That's for the withdrawals, which is contra for May 11. Then we go back to May 8. For May 8, we pay our ROCE, is account by check, deducting 5% cash discount. Our ROCE becomes a supplier. That's a credit supplier. So we check our trade payables account. Our ROCE, we are owing our ROCE 100 euros. So for the 100 euros, we have 5% cash discount. So that means 5% of 100 euros will be paid, will be deducted from 100 euros. So that's 5 euros. So 100 minus 5 euros gives us 95 euros. So for May 8, we're going to write on the credit side of our cash book, we're going to write our ROCE, discount received, 5 euros, then the bank balance will be 95 to complete that.
Okay.
Then on the 16th, we did on the 16th already. We did on the 2nd, we did on the 8th. Now on the 16th, our retail pays us his account by check, deducting 2.5 discount, which is 7 euros. So our ROCE, our end retail is also one of our credit customer. So it's paying by check. So if our retail pays us by check, we give our retail 2.5% discount, which is equivalent to 7 euros. So our retail is owing us 280 euros. So 280 euros minus 7 euros of discount. So our ROCE will be paying 273. So for the 273, on the debit side of the cash book, we're going to have discount allowed to our ROCE, 7 euros, and the balance on the bank column will be 273. That is for end retail. Then May 25, we pay expenses in cash. That means we make payments in cash. So that payment is going to be on the credit side of our cash book. Credit side of the cash book, the amount 92. So you write expenses 92 under the cash column on the credit side of your cash book. Then the next one, D. Bernard pays us in cash, deducting 2.5 cash discounts. D. Bernard, that's the last trade receivables we have, is a credit customer. He paid us cash and gave him 2.5% cash discount, which is equivalent to 2 euros. So for the 2 euros, we take it from the total amount Bernard is owing us. Bernard is owing us 40 euros. So 40 euros minus 2 euros, that's 38 euros. So we have 38 euros as cash on the debit side and our discount allowed of 2 euros to complete the 40 euros. I think that is clear.
Yeah.
Then we have on May 29, we pay you sign by check less 5% cash discount. So we paid you sign, who is a credit supplier. Amount, we are owing you sign 60 euros, right?
Yeah.
We are owing you sign 60 euros. We paid by check, but 3 euros discount was given. So that's 280. How much is that? 60 minus 3 euros. So we're going to be paying you sign 57 euros because we have discount of 3 euros. So we're going to pay you sign 3 euros, 57 euros. So on the credit side of our cash book, we're going to have discount received for 3 euros and bank 57 euros.
Like, can you repeat that point?
We pay you sign, right? By check, less 5% cash discount. We paid by check. We are owing you sign 60 euros.
Where's the 60?
Yeah, from the trade payables account. We have you sign, we have Mendex, we have ROCE.
Yeah.
So for Mendes, 440, we did that. For you sign, We are owing you sign 60 euros. For the 60 euros, we have a cash discount of
3 euros.
5% cash discount. That is equivalent to 3 euros. So you take 3 euros from the 60 euros you are paying. So that means we will be paying you sign 57 euros. So it will be recorded on the credit side of the cash book because we are making payments. And the 3 euros that we're given as discount received will be on the credit side, also on that discount received of the cash book. But the 3 euros will become discount revenue on discount in our trading profit loss accounts. So we have the last one was on the 30th. We pay Mendes by check. That's bank again. On the credit side, 2.5 check less 2.5 cash discount of 11 euros. That means we owe Mendes. We owe Mendes 440 euros, and we have 2.5% cash discount. So 2.5% cash discount is 11 euros. 440 minus 11 euros gives us 429. So on the credit side of the cash book, we're going to have 11 euros as discount received. I'm going to have 429 as bank on the credit side. And that's how we prepare the cash book. As soon as we are done with the cash book, we have to prepare the ledger for the trade receivables. And as soon as we're done, we have to prepare a nominal ledger for the total for sales. Same goes to our trade payables. We have to prepare a nominal ledger for the trade payables and the total purchases. So we start with the trade receivables. For the trade receivables, we have Shorts, Rita, and Bernard. So for Shorts account, we're going to have B Shorts account. Your date, details, folio, amount, date, details, folio, amount. So on the debit side of your trade receivables, you're going to have the balance. The total balance Short is owing us. Short is owing us 120. Yes or no? That's going to be on the debit side as total balance. That's balance brought down for May 1, 120. On the credit side, because Short is paying us, and in the double entry system says, the double entry principle says, for every giver will be credited, for every receiver will be debited. So Short is paying us, right? Short is giving to us 120. So that is why the total, but now we have to credit Short. So in the trade receivables now, we're going to have May 2 bank, because Short paid by check. Bank 117, because Short has a cash discount of 3 euros. So on the credit side now, we're going to have bank and discount. Bank amount 117, discount amount 3 euros to balance up the debit side, which is 120. Short is supposed to pay us 120, but we gave Short a discount. So the discount will be on the credit side of the trade receivables for Short's account. On the debit side for Short's account, we're going to have the balance brought down, which is 120. On the credit side, we're going to have the bank, because Short paid by check for 117, and we're going to balance it up with the discount of 3 euros to make both the debit side and the credit side balance for 120. That is for Short's account. Then we have to open the Rita's account. For Rita's account, the same thing goes there. On the debit side, we're going to write balance brought down for 280 for Rita. On the credit side, we're going to have bank, Rita paid by bank, right? Bank 273 and discount 7. So 273 plus 7 gives us 280. So both double entry system is complete. The debit side is 280, the credit side is 280. The debit side will be the balance Rita is owing us. The credit side will be the amount Rita paid. Rita paid 273, and we gave Rita a discount of 3 euros to make the 280, and that's done. Immediately, we have to open trade receivables for Bernard, who is the third trade receivable. So for Bernard's account, Bernard paid us by cash. So Bernard is owing us 40 euros. On the debit side, we're going to have May 1 balance brought down 40 euros for Bernard's account. On the credit side, we're going to have cash for 38 euros and the discount of 2 euros to make the 40 euros. And that's done about trade receivables.
Yeah.
As soon as we are done with the trade receivables, we have to open the trade payables account for the same transaction. For the trade payables account, we have Usign, we have Mendes, and we have Rossi. for you sign. Now, our trade payables will be for each supplier's account that we are paying, it will be debit balance. For the suppliers, that means our bank and discount will be on the debit side now. Then we are paying, our payment will be on the credit side. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So the balance carried down, the amount we are owing each suppliers will be on the credit side of the trade payables account. The amount we paid will be on the debit side of each supplier's account. So you sign, we are owing you sign. Excuse me, we are owing you sign. We are owing you sign 60 euros. On the credit side of you sign's account, we're going to write balance carried down, balance brought down 60 euros. On the debit side of you sign's account, because you sign will be receiving that amount from us. So if you sign is receiving it from us, we're going to have it on the debit side. So on the debit side of you sign's account, we're going to have bank for 57 euros and the discount 3 euros. That's discount allowed. No, you sign is a supplier, discount received. So we're going to have discount received on the debit side and the amount payable to you sign on the debit side. So that will make up the 60 euros for the debit side. The balance on the credit side is also 60 euros. Then we go to Mendes. For Mendes, we have the same amount. For Mendes, we are owing Mendes 440 euros.
Yeah.
And we are given a cash discount of 11 euros. So on the debit side for Mendes account, as a trade payables now, on the debit side of Mendes account, we're going to have bank for 429 euros and discount received for 11 euros. On the credit side of Mendes account, we have our balance brought down for 440 euros.
Yeah.
The same goes to Rossi, which is the last trade payables, the last creditor we are owing. For Rossi, we are owing Rossi 100 euros. We are given 5 euros discount, cash discount. So on the debit side for Rossi's account, we're going to have bank 95 euros on the debit side. Then discount received 5 euros on the debit side also. That makes 100 euros. And on the credit side for Rossi's account, we're going to have balance brought down for May 1 for 100 euros. That's how we open each ledger. Trade receivable ledger and trade payables ledger. Now we have to open a nominal ledger. Why do we have to open nominal ledger? We have to open nominal ledger for the accounts, for the cash. So we have expenses. You know, we have expenses. The total of all expenses we have, the total of all the trade discount allowed. You know, we allow discounts.
Yeah.
We allow discount for shorts. We allow discount for shorts for Rita and Bernard. So those are the discounts we allow. But note that we made the payment, they said on May 25. Please look at it. On May 25, we pay expenses in cash.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on the nominal ledger expense account.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to have it. So our expense account, we have a cash balance of 92 euros on the debit side. Because the expense account received cash of 92 euros based on what we bought. I think that is clear.
Yeah.
Now, for the discount received, we're going to have account for discount received, account for discount allowed. For the discount received, our balance will be our cash bank or cash or bank on the credit side of our discount received. Note, when we in the cash book, our discount received is on the credit side. So when we are opening a ledger, for nominal ledger for discount received, the total of discount received will be on the credit side. For the debit side, we're going to have another for discount allowed, which is on the debit side of our cash book. We're going to have our nominal ledger, discount allowed account, balance on the debit side also. So for the discount received account, which is a nominal ledger, we have the total of cash discount, which is for cash discount, we have 3 euros, 5 euros, 3 euros for shops, 5 euros for Rossi, and 7 euros for Rita, right? So 7 plus 5, 12. 7 plus 5, 12. 12 plus 3, 15, right?
Yes.
Is it 15? 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 7. No, we pay Rosie, no. Short, we have short, which is 3 euros. We have Rita, 7 euros, and we have Bernard, 2 euros. Those are our trade creditors, our trade credit customers. We gave them discount. That I'm talking about discount allowed now.
Yeah.
We allowed discount for Short, for Rita, and for Bernard. So for the discount allowed account, on our debit side, we're going to have the total of discounts, which is 372. That is 12. 12, yeah, 12 euros. 3 plus 7, that's 10. 10 plus 2, 12. So on the discount allowed account, which is a nominal ledger, we're going to have our cash for 12 euros, which is the discount we allowed.
Yeah.
Then we go to discount received account.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the credit side, which are for Sign, for Mendes, and for Rossi. For Sign, we have 3 euros. For Mendes, we have 11 euros. And for Rossi, we have 5 euros. So we have 5, 3, 11, right? So 11 plus 3 is 14. 14 plus 5, 19. So the total for discount received is 19 euros. So we have to open that account on the debit side. Do you have any question about that?
No.
Great. So that is how we have to open account for this type of transaction. So we have to open your cash account where you have on the debit side, you have your cash, you have the date, the details, the folio, the bank, the discount allowed, the bank, the cash on the debit side. On the credit side, you have your date, the details, the folio, the discount received, the cash, and the bank.
Only in discount.
Yeah, we have, it's going to be a 3-column cash book. So discount received will be on the credit side of your cash book. Discount allowed will be on the debit side of your cash book. So you're going to have each column. The first column will be the date. The date is normal. The details, that's the transaction. The name of the supplier, the credit customer,
Yeah.
or the name of the credit supplier.
The discount.
The discount, the cash, if cash is paid, the bank, if check is paid. On the debit side, whatever we receive on the debit side of our cash book, whatever we pay on the credit side of our cash book. If we pay in cash on the credit side of the cash book, cash. If we pay by check on the credit side of the cash book, by bank. And if we have any discount that we received, it's going to be on the credit side also. If we give discount to our customers, it's going to be on the debit side. If we receive cash from our customers, it's going to be on the debit side.
Yeah.
If we receive check from our customers, it's going to be on the debit side. Is it clear?
Yes.
Any question about that?
No.
So that's all about cash book and ledger.